Hey Aries, how you feeling? Welcome, welcome. We are doing a reading today about what it is that you should focus on regarding your healing journey for the rest of this year. Keep in mind that this message is not for every Aries, and that's okay. So take it as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, but you still love how I read, you enjoy the message. Maybe it fits somebody that you know. Please like, share, subscribe, and if it does resonate, feel free to do the same. All right, so let's get to it. What is uh, what or who, matter of fact, spirit, is at the root of the issue regarding Aries placement's healing journey for the rest of the year? What or who is at the root of the issue for Aries placement's healing journey? Okay, new deck, y'all. We have the Nine of Wands here. All right, we have the Five of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands as the overall energy of this spread. And so, Aries placements, you're actually coming through as the Queen of Swords. So just keep in mind that we are talking about the energy of the Queen of Swords. So it doesn't matter if you identify as feminine, masculine, anywhere in between, anywhere outside the binary. We are speaking on the energy here, and the Queen of Swords is someone who is honest, you know, uh, to a fault a lot of times. She is somebody who isn't always concerned about keeping people's feelings intact. And maybe sometimes she doesn't have tact, but she gonna tell you what you need to know. She's intelligent. She is very, very book smart. And even though uh, doesn't really uh, she doesn't deal with bullshit. She always is ready to receive. That's why her hand is open, because it's always, okay, well, maybe you fucked up this time, but that's okay. I forgive you. And I don't know how many times she gonna have that arm open, because when she closed that hand, you cut off. That is the characteristic or the energy surrounding Queen of Swords. And here we have, with this Eight of Wands energy, that's also you, Aries, where with the Five of Pentacles, it's like what I'm getting is black sheep. What I'm getting is the black sheep energy. Is where you are always criticized, um, always the one who is um, the last to know about something. People are they kind of keep you out of the know. I don't know if this is family. This is about business, but that's what I'm getting here. Like black sheep, and it has a lot to do with your brutal honesty, and you've been going through this for a long time. You've been going through this for a long time. It happens a lot, but you're tenacious. you are somebody who keeps coming back. It's like, you know, even to the point like you come back, but for some of you, I feel like you have kind of left the fold. This Eight of Wands energy is more of like move away, like travel. Yeah. Where does where does this black sheep energy stem from, spirit? Where's this black energy, this black sheep energy stem from? Okay. Yeah. It's family or people you consider family with the Six of Cups. It's like from childhood. Nine of Swords, Two of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like whichever circle that you get in, you're like the odd person out, even in your relationships, like romantic relationships. And there's this inner there's this duality, this um feeling that I'm getting is that you are just like, well, I don't know what else to do. I only know, it that's what keeps you up at night. I don't know what else to do. Like I can't lie to people. Like I don't want to, be dishonest. I don't want to be an asshole, but at the same time, this is this is what I have. This is what I have to give. But yeah, it seems like it stems from childhood. It stems from when you were younger. Um, and it could have even started, a lot of you, like for childhood, but with a younger relationship, a relationship from youth, where maybe people weren't so honest with you. They weren't honest with you. They made you feel like a lot of times they may have even been gaslighting you, like you weren't feeling what you're supposed to feel. Um, yeah, but you are at this place where it's just like it's throwing off your balance. It's throwing off your balance, and it's hard to accept. It's hard to find that middle ground, that gray area in dealing with people, and you know staying authentic to yourself. Yeah. So what is? Can we clarify this Two of Cups here? I'm gonna go to another deck. Clarify the Two of Cups for me, please. Clarify this Two of Cups. Clarify the Two of Cups. Aries placements. All right. We have the Two of Pentacles. Yes, throwing off your balance. Like I said, okay, it's throwing off your balance because at the bottom of the deck here is the Ten of Swords. You you want to stay authentic to yourself, but you also, you're not trying to intentionally hurt people. You just are brutally honest. Brutally honest. Yeah. But it's one of those things where there has to be a middle ground, Aries. There has to be a middle ground. What is the outcome if Aries can't or doesn't rather find middle ground in communication? What is the outcome if Aries doesn't start practicing soft skills? That's what we'll call it, soft skills. Okay. So the first card is the Five of Wands that popped out. It's our second card, the World. Third card is the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. The bottom of the deck is Temperance. Well, first of all, um, with this Five of Wands here, is continue chaos will continue to increase. You know, it's they're going to be not just chaos, but fighting with everybody, because they will not be able to see past your words. A lot of people can't. And it doesn't mean that you have to completely change yourself. It's not, Aries, it's not what you say, it's really how you say it. And what will happen is a lot of relationships that you end up cherishing, they are, they're not going to last. We got the worlds here where it's going to, you know, something's going to close out, and then the wheel of fortune where you change. There's a change in the cycle. There's a change in luck, you know. And all of this is paired with the Five of Wands. So with temperance here on the bottom, it's one of those things where recognize that this is not something that can happen overnight. So you definitely have to be patient with yourself, and you have to work on healing this. What needs to be the focus of healing and developing soft skills for Aries? What is the focus of this healing? Where does it stem from, Spirit? Where does it stem from? Where does this stem from, Spirit? Got the Hierophant, the Hermit, Six of Wands. You come from like a very, one of those really, really traditional backgrounds, it seems like, where um, children were only seen and not heard. And a lot of times you had to, you were forced into hermit mode. You weren't somebody who um, chose to be a hermit. You were forced. And you always had to think about what you did. There was barely any praise of the good things that you may have done. Let's say um, doing well in school, perfect attendance. Back in the day when they used to celebrate perfect attendance, I don't know if they still do. Uh, Honor roll, principals list, anything that you did, it wasn't enough because they said this is what you should be doing. This is what you should be doing. I'm getting that a lot of times, like you had to It's one thing to do chores, and then there's another thing to like it's like your job. Maybe you were the oldest and you had to basically take care of the children that were younger than you. You were really, really sheltered, and not just sheltered to the point, but like it was really like a punishment. I don't know if, and y'all don't come after me if I, but what I'm hearing is like Kojic. I'm hearing, those really, really staunch religious um, systems. Like your family was super Baptist, super, super Church of God of Prophecy. Like y'all were, wherever y'all went to, y'all were in the vicinity every day, all day. Did not say nothing. You probably had to sing in the choir and didn't want to, went to 4-hour Bible studies, like seriously. Or if it was, you know, that doesn't resonate, maybe your family wasn't religious, you were just kept hidden. Yeah, I'm really getting, you should be seen and not heard. Like when you went home, it was, there's no TV. You go straight to your room, go do your homework. After you do your homework, you're doing like hours of chores and things like that. So that's what I'm getting. Like you were silenced growing up, and all of this makes sense because when you got your freedom, with this page of wands, when you got your freedom, it was like bow. You know what I mean? Like a PK who goes off to college or something like that. It's, you were free. So now you freely express yourself. Yeah. And there's no holds barred. There's, you pull no punches. To hell with your feelings. Like it is what it is. Yeah, and because you were censored as a younger person, you dare not censor yourself now. But again, we go to, it's not what you say, Aries, it's how you say it. And you may be at risk of losing very valuable relationships because of how you say things, not necessarily what you say. Yeah. So what is your advice, Spirit? What is your advice for Aries? Advice for Aries on their healing journey. Advice for Aries on their healing journey. Okay, got a Lovers. Chariot. The Moon. Wow. So the fact that there are a buttload of like three out of three of these cards, and again, Temperance. You know, there's nothing but majors right here. So this is going to change your life. This is going to change how you experience others, how you experience yourself, how your outlook, your perspective. Should you decide to follow Spirit's advice. And this is really about balance. We have balance here in the temperance card with the cups, the lovers. It's about balance. There's a yin to the yang. It's also about decisions. But then here in the chariot, again, balance with the sphinx. We have one black, one white, with the yin to the yang. It's about balance. Even in the moon, we have a wild canine and then a domestic canine, but it's about balance. Yeah. So it just really goes back to the the true victory for you in this situation is going back and healing the younger you who didn't feel valued, who felt hidden away, who felt like anything they thought, said, or did didn't matter. Yeah, because that is the way you save your connections. That's the way you save your partnerships, because how you say things, how you are communicating with people now, Aries, matters. People listen to you and they love you. However, it's about that balance. It's about the duality, telling somebody the truth and being honest, but also saying it in love and not just because it's right. There's that saying that's coming to mind. Do you want to be right or do you want peace? And temperance is about peace. And we still have this nine of swords up here. You don't have peace. You don't have peace. If I can pull it up here, there we go. You don't have peace. You feel like the odd person out. Yeah. This may be a thing where if you're interested, like going to therapy, doing shadow work, just to remind yourself that you have always mattered. Your opinion has always mattered. Everything you did was important, whether it was acknowledged or not. You are not somebody who should be hidden, because it's like there's anxiety around holding things in. Like it has to come out. It has to come out. And that's understandable. But again, it's all about how it comes out, Aries. Yeah. So let's get Aries finals. Aries's final message from Spirit in your healing journey. Final message. What came out? Gambling. Problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances. Some of you may have bad finances, but this gambling is not focused on addiction, although that may be something that y'all might be dealing with. Um, it's about the gambling with your your relationships. It's about gambling with your feelings, because you keep playing these these games, not handling your business with healing that younger Aries. You're gonna put a lot of distance It's at the bottom of the deck. You're gonna put a lot of distance between you and all the folks you love. Yeah. And I listen, Aries placements. I hate this happen. No one should be made to feel that they are worthless, like they don't matter. But you do matter. You are more than enough. And even if it starts off with you saying that to yourself every day, then let that be what it is until you take another step to heal more. But I hope this helped. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post content specific to you, Aries. And until next time, go on, heal that little baby Aries in you. And I'll see you later. Bye.